Okay, welcome to another episode. What we're doing here today, we're installing the windscreen, or for the Americans, the windshield, but we'll just call it a windscreen today. Okay, so you'll notice that I'll put on some the paint masking tape just to protect the outside of the near where the rubber sits, just in case any of the tools slip. So here's the first attempt at trying to just get the bottom in. So you need to sort of work and get the bottom edge of the windscreen and the bottom corners. They need to be seated in first. So it's a bit of a struggle trying to get that in. Now this time around I tried using silicone lubricant, and to be honest, it's not as slippery as WD-40, but it's meant to be better for rubber. So I gave that a shot. It took a few attempts to try and just even get the bottom bit of glass into that seal. I didn't do anything like take off the seal and soak it in hot water or anything. It's fairly soft already, and the temperature today is around about 20 degrees, so it's not freezing cold. You'll notice I've just put in some little plastic cards there. They're actually for body filler, applying body filler. And I sort of sat them on the inside of the car and then sat the windscreen on top of that just to help it sort of get into the seal. And it sort of helped a little bit just to get the actual windscreen sort of sitting into that slot a bit better. And then you can see that I'm using the suction cups. So they're dent pullers, but they're pretty cheap to buy and actually very useful. Just that when the surface of the window gets a bit wet, they don't tend to stick as well. So the advantage of using those suction caps is to actually jiggle the windscreen a bit without breaking it, just to sort of help it work itself into the bed itself into the rubber properly. So it allows you to sort of pull on the windscreen, because you can't really just put your fingers on the edge and pull down. So the way you need to get the windscreen in is get the bottom section in first, then peel the edges of the rubber over the two sides, and then once that's sitting in, use a tool to sort of work the top rubber over the windscreen as well. And it took me a while to get this in, like a couple of hours at least, just getting it adjusted, getting it in there nicely, and I took my time because I didn't want to damage it all. And the tools I'm using to poke it a bit of the rubber, they're all they're for interior trim removal tools. That's what they're called. And so they're all hard plastic, so they're not going to damage or chip the glass at all. Alright, so I'll leave it there for the moment, and I'll just put on some music so you can just listen to that just while you watch me struggling away there. And then we'll see how we go from there. Alright. Okay, so I'm starting to fit the locking piece, which holds the windscreen in place. This time around, I sort of just had enough of the silicone lubricant, so I just put that down and then used the WD-40 to help lubricate the locking strip. Otherwise, I'll be here all day, and like the whole process would have been a lot quicker using WD-40. But then it's up to you whether you want to risk any chance of the rubber deteriorating. But probably by the time it deteriorates, you need to change it anyway. So I'm sure it'll last at least 20 years. I don't know. Just depends on if the car's in the sun or not. But so don't waste your time with the silicone spray. You just use WD-40. Okay, so again, it wasn't that difficult getting the locking strip in. There's a few places where I sort of just have to manually get that rubber over it because it sort of missed the spot, and if the tool comes out, you have to it's hard to sort of get it started again. And there's always like a little bit you need to just push the rubber over the locking strip to make sure it sits in tight. But putting the locking strip in isn't that difficult at all, and when you push it around, you sort of see all the moisture from the WD-40 and the silicone lubricant squeezing out as it came in. So once all the windscreen was put in, I actually pulled the car outside and gave it a good wash. So that's the first good wash it's had in ages since it's been painted, really. So to make the process quicker, just use WD-40. Okay, so finishing up here now. So thanks for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure it was not that really interesting, but anyway, thanks for watching my videos.